morning and welcome to the International Conference of Emerging Media and Communication, ICEMC 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, before we start with the event, I would like to gently remind all of you of some housekeeping rules. Kindly make sure your microphones are on mute at all times to ensure a smooth flow of the event. For those who have a stable internet connection, you are encouraged to turn on your video. Thank you. Yang berbahagia, Profesor Dr. Faizal Rafiq Muhammad Adikan, Vice Chancellor, University Sains Malaysia. Yang berusaha, Associate Professor Dr. Juliana Abdul Wahab, Convener of the International Conference of Emerging Media and Communication 2021. Yang berusaha, Dr. Nurzali Ismail, Dean of School of Communication. Distinguished guests, presenters, participants, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the International Conference of Emerging Media and Communication, ICEMC 2021. For the first time, ICEMC is being held virtually. We are able to witness the magic of this conference from behind a screen despite the COVID-19 pandemic. My name is Soundry. I will be your MC today. It is my pleasure to welcome you here this morning. Thank you for joining us. Before we move on, I would like to invite Tuan Muhammad Haikal bin Tuan Muhammad Akhtar to recite the doa.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين حمدا يوافي نعمه ويكافئ مزيده يا ربنا لك الحمد ولك الشكر كما ينبغي جلال وجهك الكريم العظيم سلطانك اللهم صل وسلم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا ولوالدينا ولمشائبنا والجميع من المسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات من الأحياء منهم والأموات اللهم إنا أسألك السلامة في الدين والدنيا والآخرة وعافية في الجسد وزيادة في العلم وبركة في الرزق وتوبة قبل الموت ورحمة عند الموت ومغفرة بعد الموت والنجاة من النار والعفو عند الحساب برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Thank you, Tuan Muhammad Haikal. To kick off our event, let us watch the video of University Sains Malaysia's anthem, Menara Ilmu.
University Sains Malaysia, menara ilmu tercinta, jadi tumpuan antara bangsa untuk segala cita-cita. Berinovasi, berteknologi, berwawasan, berkualiti. Biar usaha kami bersemi, hasratnya lah berseri. University Sains Malaysia, menara ilmu tercinta, jadi tumpuan antara bangsa untuk segala cita-cita.
To get things started, I am pleased to invite Associate Professor Dr. Juliana Abdul Wahab, Convener of the International Conference of Emerging Media and Communication 2021, to deliver her welcoming speech.
Professor Dr. Faizal Rafiq Muhammad Adikan, Vice-Chancellor, University Science Malaysia, Dr. Nurzali Ismail, Dean of the School of Communication, collaborators, keynote speaker, forum panelists, participants, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamualaikum and good morning. I am Associate Professor Dr. Juliana Abdul Wahab, convener for the International Conference on Emerging Media and Communication, ICEMC 2021. It gives me great pleasure to extend to all of you a very warm welcome on behalf of the School of Communication, University Science Malaysia. We are said to be living in a disruptive era in which relentless interruptions and technological changes are inescapable. We have propelled into living with not only constant challenges and uncertainties, but also great opportunities. This disruptive era can be attributed to the rapid development of digital technology that has brought about many changes to the various aspects of human life. Communication and media are some of the fields that have been greatly impacted as a result of these changes. The media and communications industry are under continual pressure to adapt to the changes rapidly to remain relevant in the face of unpredictable transformations. Recognizing the rapidity of these tumultuous changes, this conference aims to provide a platform for current debates, criticism, analysis in the fields of communication and media, research that stimulates contemporary discussion surrounding these trends. This year, in conjunction with the 50th anniversary of the Communication Program at University Science Malaysia, we are honoured to welcome our founder and coordinator of the first communication school in Malaysia, Professor Emeritus Dr. John Land, as the keynote speaker of this conference. We have also invited prestigious scholars such as Professor Dr. Charan George from Hong Kong Baptist University, Professor Dr. Krishna Sen from University of Western Australia, Professor Dato Ahmad Murad Merikan from International Islamic University Malaysia, Professor Dr. Jamila Haji Ahmad from University Science Malaysia, Professor Dr. Vijay Vishwanathan from Northwestern University as our forum panelist, and Associate Professor Dr. Rislina Abdul Latif as the moderator of the forum. The conference includes an interactive workshop conducted by Professor Abdul Karim Alias and Mr. Akmal from University Science Malaysia. We would like to extend our gratitude to all of them for accepting our invitation and for contributing to this conference. Over the next couple of days, we hope that the conference will provide an ideal opportunity for all participants to network and exchange ideas. We strongly believe this conference will aid in the formation of fruitful collaboration and witness the emergence of new ideas and research clusters. Finally, I would like to thank the staff of the School of Communication, especially the members of the organizing committee, for their hard work in making this happen despite the ongoing pandemic. Thank you, and I wish everyone a very pleasant conference.
Thank you, Dr. Juliana, for the welcoming speech. Ladies and gentlemen, next, I would like to invite Dr. Nurzali Ismail, the Dean of the School of Communication, University Science Malaysia, to deliver his speech.
Professor Dr. Faizal Rafiq Muhammad Adikan, Vice-Chancellor, University Science Malaysia, Associate Professor Dr. Juliana Abdul Wahab, Convener of the International Conference on Emerging Media and Communication 2021, collaborators, keynote speaker, forum panelists, participants, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning. To begin with, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome everyone to the International Conference on Emerging Media and Communication, ICEMC 2021, an event organized in conjunction with the 50th anniversary celebration of University Science Malaysia Communication Studies. 2021 is a huge year for all of us, Even though we are still battling the COVID-19, this does not deter our spirit, and in fact, we are all very keen to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the communication studies in Malaysia. This is an important milestone not only for us in USM, but also to others as well in the country. 50 years is not a short period of time. To be able to reach this milestone, which we began to carve back in 1971, is really a huge achievement. From a humble beginning where we only had a small group of students taught by part-time lecturers, and later with just a few full-time academic staff, we now operate a full-fledged faculty offering academic programs at undergraduate and graduate levels. The 50 years journey is without doubt challenging, but we brave it through. Today, we are at the crossroad, charting how the future will be. The International Conference on Emerging Media and Communication 2021 is a foresight, aims to provide an outlook for the future. This takes into consideration the current landscape and the emerging trend in communication and media. The theme, Rethinking Communication and Media Studies in the Disruptive Era, is chosen to provide a basis for intellectual discourses in forum, workshops, and parallel sessions. This is hoped will provide valuable knowledge and experience to the participants. Before I end my speech, I would like to take this opportunity to express my deepest appreciation to all collaborators, keynote speaker Professor Dr. John Land, forum panelists, and workshop facilitators for your commitment towards this conference. I would also like to thank ICEMC 2021 convener, Associate Professor Dr. Julana Abdul Wahab, the conference committee members and staff who have worked hard to ensure the success of this event. To all participants of ICEMC 2021, I look forward to meet you during the sessions, to get to know each other better, to learn from one another, and to explore new possibilities together. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Norzali. It is now our pleasure to call upon Professor Dr. Faizal Rafiq Muhammad Adikan, the Vice-Chancellor of University Science Malaysia, to deliver his speech and remarks. Please welcome
Associate Professor Dr. Julana Abdul Wahab, convener of the International Conference on Emerging Media and Communication 2021, Dr. Norzali Ismail, the Dean of the School of Communication, collaborators, keynote speakers, forum panelists, participants, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamualaikum warahmatullah and a very good morning. First and foremost, I would like to thank the School of Communication for inviting me to grace this event. The International Conference on Emerging Media and Communication, or ICEMC 2021, is a very important event as it marks the 50th anniversary celebration of University Science Malaysia's Communication Studies. Being the first higher learning institution in the country to offer communication studies since 1971, USM has without doubt contributed to the development of communication and media in Malaysia. Many of our proud graduates have become leaders in the communication industry. Today, the academic programs offered by the School of Communication have evolved, ranked among the top programs, and are attracting huge number of students at both undergraduate and graduate levels. As communication studies in USM and in Malaysia celebrate the 50th anniversary milestone, it is important for us to set our sights on the future. It is crucial for us to remain relevant amidst challenges faced by the media industry. In response to the present International Conference on Emerging Media and Communication challenges and changes brought by the new technologies, the academic fraternity should be encouraged to collaborate and share their knowledge with one another. To thrive, we have to strengthen our network and to work together regardless of the geographical location. This can be effectively done by utilizing the new technologies where everyone can be connected in a global village, an idea coined by the prominent media scholar Marshall McLuhan many years ago. Upholding the spirit of collaboration, I believe the conference provides a unique platform for the communication studies fraternity in Malaysia and abroad to intellectually engage in discourses which can contribute to the development of knowledge and practice. The fact that this conference is being organized virtually, despite the crisis uncertainties that we are currently facing, it shows our agility in responding to the situation. I was told that the School of Communication has managed to invite Professor Dr. John Lent as the keynote speaker for ICEMC 2021. For everyone's information, Professor Lent was the first program coordinator of the USM's Communication Studies program in 1972. Prior to his appointment in USM, our Communication Studies program was taught by part-time lecturers from Kuala Lumpur and Singapore. Sir, we are very pleased to welcome you to this event. Hopefully, when the COVID-19 pandemic is over, we can welcome you back to the USM campus in Minden, Penang. Thank you for your service to USM, particularly in developing the Communication Studies program during its early days. I also want to take this opportunity to express my appreciation to all collaborators, the Malaysian Association of Communication Educators, Asosiasi Pendidikan Tinggi Ilmu Komunikasi, Ikatan Sarjana Komunikasi Indonesia, Universitas Pajajaran, Universitas Gajah Mada, School of Media and Communication, Taylor's University, Silpakorn University, and the Abu Dhabi University. Thank you for helping us organize ICEMC 2021 and make this event a reality. We look forward to strengthen our ties with you through future collaborations. International Conference on Emerging Media and Communication, ICEMC 2021. To the participants, I wish you all the best, and may this conference be a fruitful one for all of you. Without further delay, I appreciate this International Conference on Emerging Media and Communication 2021. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Dr. Faizal Rafiq, for the speech. I would like to take this opportunity to recognize the following collaborators for this conference: Malaysian Association of Communication Educators, MACE, Asosiasi Pendidikan Tinggi Ilmu Komunikasi Aspicom, Indonesia, Ikatan Sarjana Komunikasi Indonesia, Silpakorn University, Thailand, Pajajaran University, Indonesia, School of Media and Communication, Taylor's University, Malaysia, Abu Dhabi University, United Arab Emirates, Departemen Ilmu Komunikasi, Fakultas Ilmu Sosial dan Ilmu Politik, Universitas Gajah Mada, Indonesia, Search Journal of Media and Communication Research, European Proceedings of Social and Behavioral Sciences, U-Science Holdings Sendirian Berhad, USM, Center for Development of Academic Excellence, CDAE, USM, and USM Library. Thank you to all collaborators of ICEMC 2021. Our event continues with a speech from the keynote speaker, Professor Emeritus Dr. John A. Lent. A small introduction on Professor Lent. He was the first coordinator of the USM's communication program in 1972. He pioneered the study of mass communication and popular culture in Asia and the Caribbean. Professor Lent has authored and edited 85 books and hundreds of articles and chapters in books. He has lectured and presented in 72 countries and received Lifetime Achievement Awards from organizations in Singapore, Spain, Colombia, China, Peru, and United States. With greatest pleasure, please join me in welcoming Professor Lent from Temple University, USA to deliver his address.